Hey guys,
Hey guys.
welcome back to our channel. Thank you guys for checking out this video. More work, more days. We hope you guys enjoy it. Check out the size of the tiger lily. Man, that's kind of cool, baby.
Yeah, it's getting pretty big.
Wow. Is it gonna flower soon?
Yeah, it's starting.
This is a tree that was picked up last night. It's tall.
Easter redbud.
This is where I left off yesterday. I've got the intake outside. I did a final rinse on it and then I sprayed it real quick. This I'm going to rebuild later today. I gotta clean it right now. But I'm going to take off this bracket first and then I'm going to remove all these bolts for the exhaust so I can pull it off a little bit, change the exhaust manifold gaskets on both sides, and then I'm going to start doing the carburetor so I can put the intake back on. I loosened the bolts on the exhaust manifold, and that allows me access to these little gaskets right here. These things are pretty cool. You can drop them in on top. Each one of these will come out like this. Here are the exhaust manifold gaskets that I'm going to put on. Looks pretty good. Yeah, this is awesome. A lot of layers of paint on this thing. Alright, the driver's side is done. I've got this broken loose and I have access to the ones on the passenger side. Yeah, these ain't so bad. Definitely needed to be changed. But it seems like this side is not leaking. Or it seems like this side doesn't have as many problems as that side. This cylinder does, that looks like it. I pulled these plugs out of the truck, and a couple of them are really bad. All this black deposit on here is oil blow-by that is burning onto the plug as it's heating up. So that is usually caused from bad valve seats or intake manifold gaskets, which is what I pulled and we were having a problem with. These look like some factory plugs, AC, Delco. Which ones are these? Oh, these are the R45TS. When I had my OBS GM truck and I had a 5.7 in it, I would run these CR45s instead of the plugs that were recommended for it. They burn a little hotter, but at our elevation, they used to work a lot better than the normal plug. Now with platinum plugs, this doesn't even matter. These are CR45s or copper plugs. These are the ones that were picked up, and these 43s will run a little bit cooler than the 45s. 3 of these that came out weren't too bad, but the last one, the one in the back, that one's got a lot of water and oil leaking into that piston chamber. So it's leaking into the intake runner, and that's going down through the intake valve, and it's ending up on the plugs as it's compressing the air and fuel to combust it. So hopefully this intake manifold change and everything else will help this problem. Of course it's going to need valve seats and piston rings eventually. Guys, this is really cool. I was looking at this sticker to verify the date of when this truck was made. It was made the same month and year I was born. It would be crazy if this truck was done on the 23rd. This truck is as old as I am. I've got this intake cleaned up and ready to go back on. Here are the intake manifold gaskets, one for each side, and then these will run along the front and the back of the intake manifold where it meets the block. There's usually a gap that's about 1/8 of an inch, and I remember just filling in with silicone, but they make these cool little rubber pieces now. There are a couple of different ones for different things you might need, but a lot of times the gaskets now come with these flaps that close. Since the choke and the vacuum advance on the distributor are run off their separate vacuum line off the carburetor on that Rochester, we got a new thermostat housing for this one. This one doesn't have that ported vacuum valve on it, so I'm going to put this on. And this one came with an O-ring instead of the gasket, so we'll see how this goes. These restrictor plates come with the intake manifold gaskets, and normally they would go in these middle ports right here on one side of the intake manifold gaskets that go in here. But on the small block Chevys for the trucks, the 305 and the 350 up until like 86 or something didn't actually need these unless you were driving a school bus or you have like the RV cam in it. So we don't need to put that on. I'm going to put these on though, and I'm going to use this one here. They have these little areas that hold it from sliding off, whereas some of these, if you have the holes in the block, these will pop into there and keep them from moving. These are the ones we're going to use, and then this is the gasket for the distributor shaft. Now I'm going to start on this new distributor, and I need to pull off the top end of that. That definitely looks like it could use a cleaning as well. So with this, we're going to take these 4 screws out, and then we're going to take these pins and slide them out of these little brackets. We're going to move everything over to this one. Mama Bear is here to pick me up for lunch. This is how far I've got. Hi, Mama Bear. Oh, you just pulled that off your Coach bag now?
Yeah, I just took it off right now.
You're finally using it.
Yeah, really.
Mama Bear picked me up for lunch. Look what Mama Bear pulled out of her Coach bag, you guys. Hot dogs. I love you.
Hot dogs, not even cooked style.
That's how I like them. We're stopping by right here real quick. This is what I'm going to be working on again. I made it back to the shop. I've got all of this changed out. This cap's going to go on here as soon as I put this back in the truck. I've got the lithium grease on here, and I'm going to set the separator out. I'm going to start on this. I found this stopper on top of the gasket up here, and this is supposed to be underneath the gasket right here. So when the fuel bowl fills up here, this is buoyant, so that will pop up. It'll push this down, which actually pushes this down into that little channel that is there for it, and it goes in here, and it's supposed to stop it. Like it drops in and out, and it's supposed to be connected to here with a piece of wire. This normally sits in here and goes up and down like this. So there's a piece of wire missing from here somewhere, but luckily there's a new one in there somewhere. Okay, I've got all these cleaned up as good as they're going to be cleaned. Here's the other one. So now I'm going to take these new pieces and put them in the old pieces, and I'm going to change out all these new things for all these old ones. I'm going to put this carburetor back together right now. You can see this is definitely crooked, so I'm going to straighten this back out. This goes right in here. These 2 needles sit here and here, and this normally sits in here, but because it's bent, that's what's keeping this from freely moving up and down. So I'm going to straighten this out and then put it back on. I've got this mostly put back together. I have this little lever right here, which is for the pump when you're pumping the gas to prime it, and I have the choke. So the reason why this is not on is because this little lever right here, when looking at it from this side, this little lever opens and closes the choke, and on here you don't see anywhere where this lever is. Well, that's because this little lever right here with the B on it, it actually comes off of here, and this sits down in this hole, and you can access it through there by sliding this rod into that hole, and it'll grab on this. So tomorrow I gotta take that bottom plate off. Man, I'm all tired. Mama Bear picked me up and we are back at the house. I stayed at the shop a lot later than normal today. I got the carburetor done. I'm trying to get that truck done so I can get the Mustang done tomorrow, and that way I don't gotta worry about it all weekend. We're gonna head on in now. Oh man, I just got back to the house and dinner looks freaking amazing. Mama Bear had this going for 6 hours. And the carrots, oh man, I love these carrots. The potatoes, I really like these like this. I usually end up eating the skin more than the starchy part. This is gonna taste extra awesome because when I do work like today where it doesn't stress me out, but it makes me use my brain a lot more than normal than just, taking parts off and putting parts on. It makes me hungry, I guess. It's warm. Good morning, everybody. Today's Friday. We dropped the boys off. I stopped for a Monster before I head to the shop. And some days I don't have a problem going. Some days I really don't feel like going. And it's not the work. The work's easy. Everything there is really like mathematics to me. Everything fits in a specific spot, and everything will only run if it's a certain way. I think it's just, I have a lot of editing to do. We're behind on videos and my phones are filling up. And we made a round. We went to go check on all our bros. Can't seem to find any of them. So I hope they're all alright. I hope you guys are all alright. I made it to the shop. I'm going to finish what I was doing with this carburetor yesterday. I was actually done with it, but I forgot one piece. This piece. And this piece goes in here for the choke. It connects to this rod way down in there. This piece sits in here, inside there, and then this will slide over it when I put that in there. I got the distributor in, and it's seated correctly in there. The timing is good, so I've got that set right there where number 1 is going to be. And I will adjust that right here. Mama Bear just picked me up in the shop. She has all the boys, so we're heading home now. I forgot to get a video of what I got done in the shop, but I got almost everything on an engine. It's almost ready to start up. I just got a couple of things here and there. But we're heading back to the house now. The shade finally showed up. It's been pretty hot all day out.
Yeah, I'm really hot.
I thought I heard rain on the roof earlier, but when I went outside, it was nothing. It just smelled like rain. I was asking Mama for a snack, and I didn't mean for her to cook anything. Look at this. It is not just a cake, you guys. Ooh, the cobbler's done. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, guys.
Today is June 8th. This is a short video that we were planning on putting out later on in the day on the 8th, but the day turned out to be a little bit more stressful than we thought. And we went home and siested. So, this is a short that was supposed to come out later that day. Thank you guys again for all your support. Today is June 8th. 1 year ago, we were hit by a drunk driver, and it changed our lives forever. We made it through a year, and things seem to be going all right. Mama Bear's improvement on her walking is insane. She has made a tremendous amount of improvement. The doctors were saying, one, that she had a 10 to 15% chance of surviving the accident after they got her to the trauma center. And after she made it through that, she was probably not going to use her right leg ever again. So after they figured that out, they told her it would be at least a year before she's walking again. So she took care of that. And we could not have done all this without any help. So we want to thank everyone that has helped. I know we're going to miss a lot of people when we're naming them off. So we just want to say thank you to everyone that helped. Everyone as far as healthcare personnel, the emergency workers, the first responders, the police department that showed up, everybody that took care of us at the trauma center. A lot of people we ended up knowing from the church.
Orthopedic doctor.
Of course, Dr. Wharton, the orthopedic surgeon. We had a lot of help from our family here in the area, and we also had a lot of help from all of you out there. A lot of our subscribers stepped up, and they helped us right during the tragedy and immediately after, and a lot of you are still helping us right now. So we want to thank each and every one of you for all the support that you've given us, for all the love, for all the care, and we want to thank every one of you for the prayers.
Thanks.
We really, really appreciate everything that every one of you has done. And that's every single person that has helped us out. It is 1 year now, and we are doing all right. Unfortunately, the drunk driver is still out there. He never spent a day in jail. He didn't spend any days in the hospital. And the McKinney County Sheriffs aren't doing a whole lot to fix that problem. And when we talked to our attorneys at Keller & Keller, we found out that the drunk driver got another DUI in March in Cibola County. And they let him go again. And also, with the insurance, some people might think we've got our insurance settlement already. We actually have not. We just found out that we're really not going to get anything. The owner of the vehicle, her insurance company will not pay because the driver of her vehicle was an unauthorized driver, and he had previous DUIs, so nobody's going to insure him. And the insurance company, nor the owner of the truck, nor the driver are going to pay anything to us. So there's an uninsured motorist claim that's coming, but apparently that's going to take care of over $100,000 worth of medical expenses that Mama Bear has secured. And mine are pretty bad, but not nearly that bad. On top of all that, we found out that Keller & Keller, although they were unable to increase the amount of money that was coming from the insurance company for the uninsured motorist claim, they are still going to take 33% of it. So on top of all that, we're only getting 2/3 of whatever is going to be left. So we are really just happy to be here, to be alive, to be here with our kids, and we will keep striving every day to fix this and to make things better. But thank you guys again. Thank you for all the help. Thank you for all the love, and thank you for all the support.
Thanks, guys.
We got up this morning and we hung out for a little bit, and I started cleaning up the living room. I just wanted to rearrange it, get better flow of air through there with the AC on, and Mama cooked some lunch real quick, and we're gonna take off into town. We're gonna go make our normal rounds, gonna go stop at the flea, check out what's going on, go see our friends. We had a couple of people ask for work today, so I don't know how that's gonna unfold, but we shall see. We made it back to the house. Jackson's still here in this game, and he's chilling in the AC. So are the dogs. Butterdog's in here, and Daisy's in here. This is what Mama's doing. These look like perfection. Thank you so much, Mama Bear.
You're welcome.
Oh, I love you so much. Alright guys, that's going to be it for this video.
We hope you guys like it.
Thanks again for stopping by, checking it out.
And like always, thanks for all the love and support, guys.
You guys have an awesome rest of your day and
Yes.
stay safe.
Take care.
Later.
Peace.